Shinobi for the Sega Master System. That's next on RodzSquad Retro Review. Shinobi, released in 1987 for the Sega Indie Arcades, and it came out also for the Sega Master System on the same year. Big fan of Shinobi. Got some really good memories and some stories. When this game first came out, I didn't pay too much attention to it when it first came out in early 1987. In 1988, sometime in 1988, I was introduced to Shinobi. It was at a pizzeria that was right close to my high school, where I met my future wife, and showing that she was the girl for me in the future, she would stay there and watch me play Shinobi until I was out of quarters. And I got pretty good at it in the arcades. So when I had a chance to get it for the home system, I went out and I got it, and I got it for the Sega Master System. Now this game also came out for the NES, and but unfortunately the copy for the NES just doesn't match the Sega Master System, which shows the Sega Master System definitely, to me, was a much more powerful system than the NES. But that's just a story for another day. But Shinobi definitely looked a lot better on the Sega Master System, and it should, because it's a Sega product, it's a Sega game, so they definitely should give it its best foot forward for its own console. This is the game actually that introduced Joe Masashi, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, the ninja, that spawned a great franchise, numerous other parts to it, other games that followed, and it was just a fun game. In the arcades, what really got to me was some of the backgrounds. Like I saw the poster of Marilyn Monroe. I saw how he was able to jump, and it would scale the board. There goes Marilyn Monroe, as a matter of fact, as we're talking about it. And by pressing up and the jump button, you can scale and jump to a higher level. The main point of the game really is to save the captured hostages by the evil Zed organization, up to no good. But for me, this game was just awesome, and I'm just a big fan of Shinobi to this day. Revenge of Shinobi, Shinobi 3 are my favorites. I played it on the Xbox, the newer versions, but for some reason I just don't have the same feeling as these games gave me. And maybe it's because of the nostalgia effect, because of when I was exposed to it back then. The other part about it is, I'm going to give some gameplay. I know I keep showing the demo in the background. The other part about it is that in other games, Shinobi was a one-hit kill. Here he can accumulate hits. So it made the game a little easier, but that one-hit kill was definitely a pain in the butt. And I think that's what it was in the arcade, was the one-hit kill. So they gave us the life bar here on this one. But Shinobi's also an awesome game. Released in 1987 in the arcades and brought home to the Sega Master System in the same year. Again, I was introduced to it back in 1988 while I was in high school with my future wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. And spent countless quarters and hours while she stood there waiting for me to get to where I was going. So I finally was able to beat it, but what a pain in the butt it was, but how much fun I had doing it. So here are my thoughts for the Shinobi. Gonna show some gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy, and keep it retro, guys.